bought a bunch of plates for the new villa. I spent $40,000 on cups, plates, knives, and forks. Even me, sometimes I look at my life and I'm like, this is absurd.
He's actually doing to become so rich?
$40,000 is actually 32 million naira in my currency. Wow, for just plates, that's amazing. So I made a list of the 10 things I've learned from watching Iman Gadzi on YouTube. So let's get right into it. Number one, you have to spend your money wisely.
You know, something like the Good Life Eatery, that's like £15. I can't pay £15 for that.
So Iman Gadzi has always been cautious of how he spends his money, even during the days of little beginnings. So nobody becomes a millionaire overnight. This just shows that getting to where he is been by cautiously planning out his finance and minding the things he spends, and always investing his money in himself and not in buying material things that will not be of any value to him or where he wants to go in life. Seeing this stage in Iman Gadzi also helped me to focus my finance on things that will benefit me over the long run instead of going for short-term pleasures. Number two on the list is hard work.
When I was 14, I started my business, and then when I was 16, I was getting 3-4 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep, falling asleep when I went to school, building my business for me and my mom. At the time I was 17, I had employees dropped out of school, and basically 2017, 2018, 2019, all I did up until the summer of 2019, all I did was work, to the point where like I even had like best friends be like, dude, I haven't seen you in 4 months and you live 5 minutes away from me. I'm like, yeah, I'm building.
Wise man once said, 10% of your life success in life is determined by your talent, and 90% is determined by your hard work. Even if the wise man didn't say exactly the word I said, but you understand what I'm trying to say.
Rolly's got 21, I've been lit since 21. Girl, I need that gently one, that Savage and Fenty one.
Third on the list is help a friend if you can.
This is absurd. The other night, I was the reason that one of the biggest people in this space got back on Twitter. I told him, I made him a promise. I went, hey, in 4 hours, I am gonna put you back on Twitter. Something else that no one else has been able to do. And lo and behold, 4 hours later, there he was.
No, I was just trying to help a friend.
There's a saying here in Nigeria that a friend in need is a friend indeed. Best way to win respect among your friends is by being of help to them. That's a lifestyle and a trait I've seen in Iman Gadzi.
What watch you got? That's from Richard Millie?
Yep. You know, $500,000.
Yo, thanks, bro. Yo, Chad, I got a new watch, man. You can take this little dumb shit. I don't even want this.
Well, I love the Santos.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of this.
You'll notice today, I mean, I've got RM, I've got $100,000 on my other wrist. That's
What?
Yeah, just a couple Cartiers, Van Cleef.
Slight flex. Slight flex.
So, yeah, none of that, no aftermarket bullshit.
Number 4 is keep your body fit. Fifth on the list is love your mother.
I love my mother.
It's amazing when you see someone like Iman Gadzi has a great union with his mom. Just remind me of myself when I lost my dad, and when my mom was all I had left. I had to build a bond with her, which is also amazing. As soon as this bond has helped me go a long way in life, and it's actually something that I think is actually a positive trait that everyone should have. Number 6, meditate.
The topic of today's video, which is how do you get into meditation? I get this question a lot, and
You should meditate.
I think meditation is key to Iman Gadzi's success, especially if you have watched this video. You might have come across his monk mood video. It's actually key. You have to meditate in life. Most times you have to look back at your life, at your failure and your success, and evaluate yourself and score yourself, and that's the only way you can actually see the things you have done wrong and the things you have done correctly, which is something I think everyone should do to become successful. Number 7, give back to society.
I love giving to charity.
What do you think, Iman?
2021, Iman Gadzi built his school and so 8 on the list is have fun.
The trick is to enjoy life.
They're saying that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Yes, we have to meditate, we have to do all these things, keep calm, but every once in a while you have to let loose a little bit. Enjoy life. Number 9, reading.
Reading? I love books. Books are like word movies.
What you are looking at is someone who's been tirelessly working on themselves for 8 years. When I was 14 years old, I started reading a book every single week. That's how I was able to write such insightful things. And by the way, that was me reading a book a week. There was nonfiction, there was business, self-development, etc., etc. I'll be honest, growing up, I had no friends. Like I was literally a loner. So I used to, basically for my birthday, I used to ask for Waterstone's gift cards for my mom so I could buy books. Like if you went into my room, they were basically just filled with books at the age of 8, 9 years old. But I was a loner, and what else was there?
Reading books is actually an amazing thing. It's something that I actually got from somebody that I take as my spiritual father. And reading books is actually good because when you read books, you get to rub minds with people that you don't get to see, that you couldn't afford to see one-on-one. But when you read the books, you get to rub minds with them and see how they see the world from their own lens. 10 on the list is stay private.
That I have around me. I am responsible for far more than people will ever realize. And that's because so far I have enjoyed staying very private. But I understand that there is a keen interest in what goes on in my private life, which is why I'm doing these vlogs. Now bear in mind, in these vlogs, I will be very selective and most of the time will not be sharing the women that I have around me, the influential men that I have around me, a lot of the business dealings that I don't talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys don't understand, I don't talk about 50% of the businesses that I have. So things like that will remain private, but I will do my best to show you the rest that goes on in my life. And to be entirely honest, there's so much that goes on in my life that I never share anywhere. I don't tell people publicly. I'm a very public person, but I'm insanely private to the point where apart from maybe 5 people in my life, if someone asks me, oh, what do you get up to this weekend? I could have had a weekend worth of experience, and a lot of times I do, or even just a regular Wednesday that most people won't experience in 10 years. And I just still say, oh, just a bunch of work. I'll give you an example, Abu Dhabi F1. If people knew who I was with at the Abu Dhabi F1, it would literally break the internet. There are things that go on in my day-to-day life that to me, even after all these years, I even still find it absurd.
What Iman Gadzi has taught me that we should always say less than what people need to know, which always makes us powerful because every time they come close to us, they always see something new because of what we tell them less than what they actually know about us. They think they know enough, they'll be surprised that they know nothing.
So now what I want to do is I want to take this, I want to share my journey.
This millionaire documented his entire life since he was broke.
These are the 10 things I've learned from watching Iman Gadzi on YouTube. It's amazing how someone could actually create content in the UK and me in Nigeria here could actually absorb it. So I just want to say thank you, Iman Gadzi, for sharing your life experience on YouTube.